So this past weekend, MERSH and Royce, Revenge of the Sis, they went to Vegas. And lots of insane, crazy adventures were had, I'm sure. But you wouldn't know it from watching Revenge of the Sis, because somehow they came back with no real stories. They took a bunch of creep shots of people in Vegas. They had a lot of complaints, a lot of Karen-style complaints about Vegas. But they didn't come back with any content from Vegas. Like, I'm pretty sure they went to some sort of gun expo, and the only thing they came back with from that was a single photo of Royce holding a gun. And it looked like he had never done it before. What are you going to do? Take it to Epcot next week? Dork. So I really have no idea. They keep going to Vegas. You know, they don't have a contract with Rumble anymore. That used to be their excuse. They would meet up with the guy from Rumble. What is the deal with Vegas now? This week, I'm going to introduce you to a new concept. It's called MERSH Week. It's like Shark Week, but for a cross-eyed, fat, alcoholic idiot. I'll just let him say it.
I know I'm fat. I know I'm a drunk. And I know I'm retarded.
That's right, it's MERSH Week. We're going to go over everything that happened before Vegas, during Vegas, and after Vegas. I've scooped up every single crumb from their entire retarded Vegas adventure. But before we begin, you know, a nice little thing happened here. Actually, I couldn't believe this. MERSH has actually become a fan of PODAWFUL.
For instance, like I always say about like PODAWFUL. By the way, PODAWFUL, it's disgusting. I hate to say this. Been on a little bit of a roll lately. Like, it annoys me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's disgusting. And
okay, well.
Literally, if Dr. Todd Grande got into his fucking head, he'd probably just point a fucking 38 at the roof of his mouth.
Okay. But go back to the praise.
So I'm not endorsing him, and he's still...
It sounds like you're kind of endorsing me.
Watch PODAWFUL. Watch his show. Just never going to be a redeemable good person. He's a horrible person, but kind of played out this whole fucking with the Ralph and the Dick and then this and then...
MERSH is getting jealous. This not having a Rumble contract, all this going to Vegas, all this acting like a big shot while having nothing to do in the city of bright lights and no shoulders. This entire trip, I believe now, is to try to compete with PODAWFUL. I have studied every frame. I believe, you know, we're trying to figure out. I've literally watched Revenge of the Sis, Nightwave after they returned. I still don't know for sure why they went to Vegas. They won't talk about it, but I did figure one thing out. I heard apparently this past weekend while they were there, the Vegas Sphere went on vacation. So I think maybe MERSH was filling in. So we're going to go over everything this week. All MERSH, all Vegas, the whole thing, pre, during, post, the entire trip. We're going to cover it here on PODAWFUL.
I have all of the markers for anything you could think of. Being a serial killer, child molester. I'm very grateful.
That's crazy.
What? What? That is
the markers.
That is not cut. I just need people to understand that is in context, not cut down. What he actually said. Welcome everybody to PODAWFUL. I'm your host Jesse PS. Happy to be here. H2BH. We're live over at podawful.tv. We're live at awful.tube. Subscribe to us there. We've got the live chat room going on. Welcome everybody. Welcome Henchmen, of course, for being here. Thank you.
Hi, Jesse.
Hi. Dirk. PODAWFUL's mascot Dirk is here. What are they saying in the chat room, Dirk? Read the chat room to me.
LOL.
Somebody did say LOL. Good job. That is the one thing that Dirk is capable of reading. So thank you.
Shout out.
Fuck, man.
Simple words.
Somebody did ask me, Jesse, when are you going to get a Rumble spite contract just to get to MERSH? I don't even have to do it at this point. I mean, him losing the Rumble contract for them, you know, MERSH, I truly believe a lot of what's going on with this Vegas vacation was Royce setting MERSH up. There seems to be, I mean, we'll get more into this throughout the week. There seems to be, maybe this is just me, maybe this is just inside my head. I swear to God, I feel like Royce is secretly messaging me. He's taking these sneak pictures of MERSH from like the worst angles. We might do an entire show on a single photo of MERSH. I'm not kidding. It's so fucked up. And I think this is Royce's way of being like, please don't do the show about me being a cock. And honestly, all right, here's the thing. I'll just communicate this now. Royce, if you keep taking secret photos of MERSH, if you send me secret information about him, we have a deal. Okay? Isn't that crazy? I will never do the Royce episode. But if you don't send me this stuff at the end of the week, the end of MERSH week, it's Royce Fest.
Oh boy.
Are you fucking shocked as I am that MERSH is like now into PODAWFUL? Isn't this fucking crazy?
Very funny, yeah.
It's awesome. So this was clipped, by the way, by Angie. You guys remember Angie's random edits? And then she was, of course, PODAWFUL Savage Clip. So I got her channel banned by accident. All right, it was my fault. So here's what I need everybody to do. We're going to be playing a few of her clips on tonight's program. I would like everybody, I promise you, you're probably not subbed to her now. If you're in your head, you're thinking, I don't have to do anything. I already subbed to her. Please go. I'm putting it in the chat room right now. Go to her channel, hit subscribe, hit like, all that kind of stuff. Because unfortunately, my big mistake made her lose her channel. She had years and years of great stuff. She had more views on her channel. She had like videos with higher view counts than I did. Okay, on the PODAWFUL clip channel. That's 100%. And I'm talking about from my original channel, like almost 11,000 subs channel. She still had better, bigger videos. So please go give Angie some love. This was clipped by Angie. And I wouldn't have seen this without her, by the way. I only saw this because of her clip.
38 at the roof of his mouth.
At the roof of his mouth. By the way, and I ride shotgun. You guys know this about me. If I'm going out, I ain't going out like a punk, taking it in the mouth. Okay? I'm going to be a power top to that shotgun. Now, these are, of course, the dark fantasies of MERSH's mind. You know, he is down bad. So we're, again, starting before the Vegas trip. So you have to understand the psychology of what's going on here. I was literally polluting MERSH's mind with PODAWFUL before he even went to Vegas. Not only did we pollute his mind, we actually managed to pollute his airwaves. PODAWFUL was on Nightwave, and we're going to show it to you. Wasn't it awesome? It ruled. So let's take a look at this.
So I'm not endorsing him, and he's still just never going to be a redeemable good person. He's a horrible person, but
that is coming from MERSH, so I feel like, you know who else is talking shit about me, by the way? Matt Jarbo. Okay, hang on a second. This is bothering me so much. Right before the show, I couldn't believe this. I thought I was friends with Matt Jarbo. I'm not joking. Some people probably think that when I say stuff like that, I'm messing around. I swear to God, I thought Matt Jarbo and I were cool. And then maybe one of the worst things that's ever happened to me in my entire life happened. Matt Jarbo talked shit about me on Twitter today. Now, here's what happened. All right, let me give you the back and forth, the skinny on this. We'll come back to MERSH in just a second. This is not, I promise this isn't a secret. Haha, I tricked you. This episode's about Matt Jarbo and not MERSH. We are going back to MERSH, okay? So Matt Jarbo posted some gay, whiny thing. Like, who cares? I didn't even read it, by the way. All I saw was boot out immigrants. All right? That's all I saw. Now, you'll recall we had a guy on the last episode. He requested that I talk about the illegal aliens being booted out. You remember that? Where the guy was like, hey, Jesse, I need you to comment on the illegals. And I'm like, is that what I do? What do you think you're watching Revenge of the Sis right now? So I saw this and I'm like, I guess I am one of these commentary on current news items and culture kind of guys. So I saw him say that. He said, boot out immigrants. And I know that the move in broadcasting is you have to have a strong, solid, hot take. Okay? So I didn't even read the rest of Matt's stupid gay tweet. And I just said, all right, let me just take a side on this. So I tweeted back to him and I said, illegals aren't immigrants. Okay? I don't even know if that makes sense, by the way. I mean, technically they're going from one country to another. I think legally speaking, well, no, not legally speaking, but theoretically speaking, they've met all requirements of immigration. Legally speaking, they've met none. Okay, here's my hot take. All illegal immigrants are criminals. I thought that was right there in the name, illegal immigrant. And I know a guy like Jarbo, and again, I refuse to read the rest of this tweet, but I know a guy like Jarbo, and he calls them undocumented. That's actually what drew my eye to the word immigrants in his tweet. I couldn't believe he wasn't saying the undocumented. Okay? So, you know, just because, all right, you're undocumented. Well, you know who else is undocumented? Hitler. Papers, please. So now how do you feel about it? So I went with a hot take of illegals aren't immigrants. Didn't even know what it meant. This is what floored me. He clapped Matt Jarbo. What did they call him? Boulder Boy or something like that? He's got all these gay little names for himself. Now, this dude used to be riding high. He had, I almost said good, which is also true. This guy has like, I don't know, 150,000 subscribers on YouTube. He's got another channel that's got like 30-some thousand subs on it, I think. He gets 2 views on anything. I'm not joking. He is doing worse than PODAWFUL. He replies to me. He says, and you're not a comedian. And then I don't know what this Tim Pool clip is that he attached to it.
Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Whoopsie.
But it's the video equivalent of the painting fingernails emoji. You know, I felt like I was being attacked by, you know, a Milo type guy when I saw this.
Whoopsie. Whoopsie.
So he says, I'm not a comedian. Now, here's the thing. I am not a comedian. I am a podcast man. Okay. And that's all I am. So I was sitting there thinking about this. Him saying, I'm not a comedian. So I quote tweeted him. I said, I'm not an Uber Eats driver either. And of the two of us, I don't know if you need this explained to you, but of the two of us, Matt Jarbo is. And I swear to God, you might not believe me on this. I've never, ever even been an Uber Eats delivery boy. But Matt Jarbo, for a pittance, you could just not even tip him, and you shouldn't. Never tip Uber drivers at all. The entire point of Uber was that you didn't have to tip when it came out. And everybody's just forgotten. You are actually being scammed in a gay sort of, you think, the government is psyoping you, is turning you into a hypno-sissy slave. Uber, every time you tip, you're a gay guy. So don't tip him. Matt Jarbo, for $2, he's like actually spending more on gas and maintenance for his car, is willing to drive out to Taco Bell and buy you, chicken nuggets and bring them back to you in order to not do a good job of feeding some other man's kids. So I thought Matt and I were friends. I couldn't believe this when I saw it. Honestly, this was a shocking moment for me, all because I had a hot take on immigration. I thought that's what I was supposed to do. That's what my audience was telling me to do. So listen, Matt, I know you're watching. One of my biggest fans. He's in the pizza fund. Matt, I take back what I said about illegal immigrants, okay? They're legal now. You did it. I'm not a comedian. They get to live here now. Good job.
I'm a killer gorilla.
Okay, I don't know. Anyway, this has been bothering me. Feds did not want me to talk about this. I don't know why. She was extremely against me talking about this. She was like, get back to the MERSH shit.
Well, if we're going to talk about immigration.
Oh, good point. Yeah, we should. All right, hang on a second. We'll come back to this MERSH thing. Can somebody post it in show discussion? Yeah. I do have a hot take on immigration. Okay, but I don't have a hotter take than this guy. There's
Dirk,
All right, I posted it.
I posted it. Thank you. There's a guy that everybody who watches PodAWFUL knows and loves. I had no idea this guy is apparently an immigrant, and he's getting illegal immigranted out of the country. What is that called? Deported. He's being deported right now. He's currently under Trump's watch. Mr. Ho Man is coming for him with Dr. Phil. And by the way, it's not President Christopher. I know that you're probably getting hopeful there, but Wildman Chris has not made a comeback. We have to watch a little bit of the MERSH stuff. Feds, I know you don't want to talk about this MERSH shit, but we gotta do a little. People are going to get so mad if I don't start getting into the MERSH stuff. But real quick, but
this is on topic.
This is not on top. The topic is MERSH. We're in MERSH week. I just started a new thing called MERSH week. All right, we'll play a little bit of the MERSH and then we'll come back to the other thing. How about that? Can we do?
Okay.
Can we do both? All right, let's play a little bit. Let's see what MERSH had to say about PodAWFUL. Then we'll come back to immigration, the number one topic of PodAWFUL. Always has been. We've always been the type of political show that
kind of played out this whole fucking with the Ralph and the dick, and then this, and then Aaron started sucking his dick, and then I literally just saw a clip tonight. Somebody sent me, and I'm
about
like,
sucking dick with this guy. By the way, he loves getting his dick sucked, sucking dicks.
I watched a few minutes.
Dick Masterson.
I'm a killer gorilla.
Swallowing into the mic.
Yep.
Now.
Oh, he farted. Okay, that's crazy. He just farted on his show openly. All right.
Shit. And
he even he shit himself, apparently. All right.
He's now doing what I said the night before, which is turning on Aaron. And I'm like, well, there it is. Please let this happen.
I don't remember doing this, by the way. So I've watched this clip a few times now. He said what he likes is that apparently I turned on Aaron. I did not turn on Aaron. All right. I've said the truth and my actual feelings about Aaron many times. And that's that Aaron is, again, I like Aaron. All right. I want to make this incredibly clear because guys like MERSH twist my fucking words. Aaron twisted my words. I keep playing these clips of Aaron where he's like, Johnny, you won't believe this. Ha! I love PodAWFUL. He said you're a fucking loser who should have his fucking head cut off. And I'm like, I didn't say anything like that. I don't know how people get. I know I don't finish any of my sentence, but somehow people keep putting words in my mouth, and it shouldn't be. You got to. So I don't want anybody thinking like MERSH here, twisting my words around. So let me be very clear. My feelings on Aaron Imholte. Now, I know I put out a challenge to him last episode, and thank you. Some people clipped that and sent it to Aaron. Aaron got back to me right away. The show was over, and Aaron was in my inbox about coming on PodAWFUL. Now, this should tell you something about how my feelings about Aaron. I still want him on the show. Okay? But here's my true feelings laid out. This is 100% no irony, no jokes, okay? What do I think of Aaron Imholte? I like him. I like Aaron Imholte. Now, he's not a good guy, all right? He's not nice. He's not funny. He's not a good broadcaster. He's not a good entertainer. He seems to be confused about how internet podcasting works. He's trying.
Well, he has a local podcast.
He's got a local podcast where he sells ad space to a bar he goes to, which is psycho, by the way. That would be like if MERSH was selling ad space to the gay cafeteria. And you don't even know that that's a thing, but that's a thing. Mersh goes to a place called the Gay Cafeteria. It's in Tampa. They feed gay homeless people. All right. And I didn't say he was gay. He just goes there for the free meals and the atmosphere. But anyway, I like Aaron. Not a good guy, not nice, flaky. He's actually straight up a bad guy, a criminal in a lot of ways. I don't know if the court found him that way, but the court of public opinion did. And not funny, not entertaining, beggar, straight up e-beggar, actually. Lies, just a straight up liar. Keeps lying to Wheelchair Johnny, saying that I hate him, which I never said. Would never say. I'm not Mersh. I'm not going to tell a crippled guy that I hate him. That's crazy. Unless he did something to me, and then God, you think you're crippled now? Goosh. So, what are my true feelings about Aaron Imholte? He's a bad guy, and I like him. All right? Is that so confusing? It's the same thing with Ethan Ralph. Everybody's like, oh, you like Ethan Ralph? I'm like, no, I don't like him. He sucks. Do I want him on the show? Yeah. Do I want to be friends with him? Yes. But I don't like it. I thought all of this stuff was clear. So Mersh doesn't seem to get it.
This is what I've been waiting for. Let's go.
Oh, wait, real quick. I swear we're going to get to the Mersh stuff. Real quick, though, I should tell you what happened in my messages. I was trying to get Aaron on tonight's show because this is the stuff I wanted to cover with Aaron. This is why we're having to do this stuff during MERSH week, during the Vegas week, is because this is the very thing that I wanted Aaron on the show for. Let me tell you what our messages were. So, all right. So I ended the show last time. I go to my inbox. Aaron's already there. He says, let's find a day and do it. And I assume he means, yeah, we're going to the gay cafeteria or some shit. So I said, no, obviously I did not think that because I replied, name the day, name the time, and you are locked in and officially gay if you flake. And then he didn't respond. I'm like, how are you flaking this early? Like, you just sent me this message. You have to say something now. Name a day. So then I sent him Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Well, then Sunday rolls around. He hasn't replied. I was going to go live on Sunday if that's what it took. So then I go Monday, Tuesday. He finally replies. He says, Thursday works best for me before 5 p.m. Central Time. Are you fucking...
I got excited, very excited to see all of this.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I am high energy. I can't control myself.
What is that in normal human time? Central Time? What is that? 6 p.m.? 6 p.m. Central Time? Fucking 4 p.m. So the West Coast has to tune in at 3 p.m. to see this episode, is what he's telling. And by the way, he's got one day in the week that works for him. One day, worst time. So I replied to him. I was like, the worst day and times possible are the ones that work best for you. Very convenient. And he says, I'm sorry. I'm quoting him. That's what it says right here. And then I said, come on, you got to have a day you can do 7 p.m. Eastern or later. I would go that early, I think, for an Aaron episode. No response. Ladies and gentlemen, haven't heard from him since. I know it's unbelievable. So you know what you got to do? Start pestering Aaron. Aaron has taken way too much from me, and he owes me. He owes me big, and he's a bad criminal guy who has really fucked up. And by the way, a lot of people accuse, I don't accuse him of this, but a lot of people do accuse him of being an abuser of women. So
headbutt.
Let's get him on the show, is what I'm saying. Anyway, everybody please bother Aaron until he finally acquiesces. we know you've got that. What is he doing right now? Playing footsie. He watches PODAWFUL. We talked about this on the show. I was sitting there with my fuckhole in the bed next to me, whatever he calls her. I was sitting there with that pile of pussy I like to stick my dark materials in. And I was watching PODAWFUL. He was saying he was going to cut off Wheelchair Johnny's fucking legs. It's like, well, okay, you've got the time to watch PODAWFUL. You got the time to call in. All right? Just like Salvo. So now we have to bully him into it, just like Salvo.
So like he is what he is, and
well, at the end of the day,
I gotta give it to him. He's seized this moment and been.
I don't even know what he's talking about here. I swear to God, I don't. I think he just. I got to be honest. What I really think it is that he is jealous that I got Milo Yiannopoulos on the show, because listen, I don't know. But you guys know that this dude, remember when they used to sniff around trying to get Nick Fuentes on ROTC?
Yeah.
There's an old clip of ROTC. They're watching Nick Fuentes do an interview on Milo's show. This is an old clip. I remember this. And the whole time they're seething with jealousy. Now they've already started saying that Nick Fuentes sucks. And they're like, in the middle of the show, in the middle of them talking about it, Mersh says the funniest thing ever. He goes, hey, you guys remember that Nick didn't want to come on our show, because he said we're gay. Now he's on Milo's show. I mean, this guy's gay. And it's like, Mersh, don't say this. You're basically saying you're gayer than Milo. 2019 Milo. Okay? Maybe even earlier than that. 2017 Milo. Not current day, ex-gay, completely straight, has a PODAWFUL sweater. Milo, not a gay guy. 100% definitely. It's confirmed now. So anyway, this clip, he's like so jealous that Milo got Fuentes, and this has been their whole thing. Star Wars. I mean, first of all, he can't believe it. So I think he saw Milo come on, and then he saw Ralph come on, which that was an even bigger episode, and that had Milo on it too, and Vito, and all, and everybody's talking about the Dick Masterson stuff. We made a lot of, we made waves. Something ROTC doesn't do, according to Matt.
You're a giant killer.
I'm a giant killer. I killed him. Dick's dead. Certainly his career will be the second Maddox dies. But anyway, the point is, I think that's what's going on. And he's trying to make it about Aaron. I don't think I said anything bad about Aaron other than that he's a bad guy and a criminal and a headbutter.
Running with it. He's going to fucking fumble the ball because at the end of the day,
I am what I am. He literally did both of them. That's psycho.
He can't help himself. Like, he has to.
I wouldn't even know what to do if I got it.
He always has to outdo something. Like, he's going to have to do something.
He does this thing where he, constantly tries to make better shit than the things he did before. I don't get it. Send me money so I can gamble.
He's going to have to.
Zenrhino, give me $100 right now. No, I'm not doing a fucking show.
Go into the drawing board and go, I have to be so over the top and crazy and psychopathic that.
Now, what could make me psycho?
Bop, and then.
I have never bopped.
He's going to do something that the whole.
Shit himself again? What the fuck was that sound?
That's what it sounded like, right?
I think he's squishing. He's squirshing.
That bop, and then.
It's like a Mike David episode.
He's going to do something that the whole internet again goes, this is why we don't. Like, this is Kiwi Farm.
The whole internet. So the whole internet's talking about me? You sure you want to say this, Mersh?
Farms is going to go, this is why we never listen to him.
He's now buddies with Kiwi Farms, the guys he tried to have locked up for Christchurch. Okay? I don't have an entire section of Kiwi Farms dedicated to me, Mersh. I don't know that this is the team up you want to try to make. oh, now Kiwi Farms isn't going to like him. Good. Yeah, believe it or not, I don't make fun of Dick Masterson, so Kiwi Farms likes me. I don't know if you know this, but back when I was doing that wasn't too popular with Kiwi Farms. It took them 5 fucking years to figure out that Dick Masterson is
I'm a lolcow. Yes, this is why we don't. Like, this Kiwi Farms is going to go, this is why we never listen to him, because he fucks it up. But I will say this, right now, he is like first and goal.
Oh, God, now we're in sports analogies. Mersh is just thinking about gambling right now. You know, I don't know what sport that even is. I'm not like Mersh. I'm not going to lie and tell you I'm Mr. Sports Analysis and I know what a sport is. I don't know what a sport is. I couldn't name a sport to save my life. Put a gun to my head. I swear to God, I would go foosball.
And you're like, hey, he's in the red zone. He's ready.
I'm not even sure. Is first and down and red zone even part of a same sport? Or is this like your grandma saying that, you know, the Kobe Bryant got a touchdown? I don't know what's happening here. Dirk, do you know how a sport works?
I think he's talking football.
You think. Gay guy.
To go. But it is like watching the Browns be first and goal.
God damn it, Angie.
Angie is so funny. This is why her clips rule is she takes every Mersh sound, all of the Mersh mush, and it's not even that much. You can already hear it just fine, even without headphones. You can hear all of his squirshing, all of his mushing. But she raises it just the tiniest little decibel. Boop. And it's really one of the most filthy, vile things ever.
The Jets be first and goal, and you're like,
first and goal.
Yeah, it looks good on paper. Homie's going to do something retarded.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I do. I mean, you're describing my business model at this point.
But he did get a few first downs, and he's gotten into the red
zone. Well, that's the retarded part, the downs
zone, and it's kind of funny. But look.
Oh, it's kind of funny. Nice.
Watch PodAWFUL. Watch your show. I got to be fair.
Gotta be fair. You actually don't. This is the psycho part. You could just keep all these thoughts to yourself. Let me sit here and languish in obscurity over here on YouTube, the world's biggest platform. Enjoy Rumble. Hi, Rumble bots.
Just got to be fair here.
You really don't. You shouldn't. You shouldn't be fair, by the way. Now I got to be fair back to Mersh.
Jesse made a good point tonight, and I hate to say, it pains me to admit it, but when you're right, you're right.
When you're right, you're right, folks. And Jesse was right.
PodAWFUL won. PodAWFUL won.
Oh yeah. It feels good. It just feels good. All right, so I promised you guys we would go back to your favorite topic that we talk about on PodAWFUL, immigration.
Yes.
Okay. We'll come back. I swear we'll come back to Mersh. Okay. This is not planned, but the greatest video ever came out the other day, and I've been dying to cover this. So just let me do it. All right. Listen, if you like Mersh, you have to like our next goon. It is fucking required.
Mm-hmm. He's better than Mersh, dude.
He's better. He's better than Mersh. If you are sitting there crapping your pants because you're saying, oh, for the next couple of minutes, there might not be any Mersh on my screen, you're a Mersh psycho. You're what Mersh thinks I am. You're a Mersh psychopath. You're one of the guys, and this is disgusting, and I've told you a million times you're not allowed to watch PodAWFUL. You're one of the guys who used to be a big Mersh butt huffer, and now you have turned that into a psycho upside down hatred. That's not me. You know, for me, Mersh was always everybody on the internet, everyone who's an internet guy on the internet is a goon. All right? That's the baseline. You're an internet personality. You're a goon. And there's goons I like. There's goons I don't like. Which one is Aaron Imholte? It's hard to tell sometimes. Which one's Ethan Ralph? Both. So, I'm not, people think, oh, you used to be friends with MERSH. You went on a date with him. And I go, no. I refused his advances. He tried to buy me Dr. Pepper. I said no. I knew he was going to put a roofie in it. Now, speaking of roofies, this goon is a million times better than MERSH. I swear to God, give him a chance. Now, we didn't know that he was an immigrant at all. Ladies and gentlemen, a fellow by the name of Ruphio Pheonix is back on the scene. It's unbelievable.
You are awful to me.
Ruphio Pheonix, he's one of the Earth's jokers, by the way.
You're trying to pin me to be the next Joker.
And he is supremely autistic.
You know I'm autistic, right?
We do. We have met you. So he is everything you want in a goon. He is the perfect package, okay? And he has been putting out thought logs lately. He's been...
No, Captain Logs.
Well, hang on a second.
Captain's logs.
He's been dropping logs like crazy, all right? And now he's retitled them to Captain's Logs. Don't know why. It just happened. That's Ruphio for you. Ruphio put out a Captain's Log. And by the way, we'll do an episode at some point. We'll make it a Pizza Fund one or something. We'll do one where we go over, where we comb through Ruphio's logs. We pick his logs apart, I swear. This one, however, that he dropped, that he splashed into the toilet of the internet, is called Captain's Log State of Politics. And what I witnessed here, I could not believe.
Welcome back. It's your boy Ruphio Pheonix. And man, I gotta tell you, I went to bed at about 8 today. And it is currently almost 2 a.m. And I can't get this thought out of my head, so I'm going to do a bit of a vlog about it. Well, what do I think of the state of politics today? Oh boy. I thought...
And by the way, I just want to be clear. We love Ruphio. This is the thing, is I don't hate goons. They're goons because they work for PODAWFUL, whether they know it or not. They're the same as henchmen. Goon means henchman. All right? They're the same word. These are the people that we send out amongst the earth to cause a little bit of silly mayhem. And then we report back on what they're up to. Ruphio is brilliant at his job. All right? And by the way, he's never even left a 20-mile radius from his house, and he's somehow made bigger waves than MERSH. MERSH had to go all the way to Vegas. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. The 1 year MERSH doesn't go to Vegas, Mandalay Bay. Okay? They give MERSH free comps in Vegas to try to prevent rootin' tootins from happening. All right? I swear to God. So Ruphio, in case he sees this, I don't want him to think that because I'm talking about his video, I hate him. We love him. We love him a little too hard sometimes, okay? We don't know our own strength. We give him a little squeeze. I think we might be back in with Ruphio. I think he knows. I think he knows, like, we're the people that love him the most. We can give him the most views. And so I do want people to be kind to Ruphio in comments, okay?
Actually, no one ever asked me about the state of politics. So I'm
me neither until like last week.
Gonna say it. I think it's a loaded horseshit show.
Yep.
Biden made massive inflations.
Multiple. All right. And this guy, you would think he had a fetish for it.
Right. Now everything, including apartments, are too much to the dollar from almost anyone now.
Even the mega rich can't afford apartments.
So let's think about another problem. What am I going to do once somebody takes away my first right citizenship?
Okay. Now, you may start being confused at this point, okay? You have to understand that Ruphio operates on a level beyond your mortal comprehension. Ruphio is an old god from a Phoenician empire. Sorry, from a Phoenician empire. So when what you may refer to as birthright, he refers to as first right because he's actually one of the first creatures on Earth.
Like, like I'm a citizen. What the fuck?
But I just got to be clear, by the way, just for the audience. Ruphio is from Maine. Okay, he was born in Maine, and also his parents were born in Maine. And again, I don't think any of them have ever left Maine. But anyway, he's being deported by Trump.
This doesn't make any sense, Trump. It doesn't. Yep. I'm not gonna haggle you. I'm not gonna harass you. I'm just gonna.
And by the way, haggling works with Trump. I don't know if you've seen him at the Wailing Wall or not. He'll move Jerusalem for you if you haggle him enough.
Blonde ass, orange looking baboon. Nothing makes sense now. Why are you trying to take away our citizenship? And plus, you got ICE going around terrorizing kids in their schools. Good grief.
That's a bit of a Charlie Brown ending for something that sounds that horrifying.
You just can't handle an America that has some diversity, can you? Oh, damn.
Oh, okay. Now, to be fair, Ruphio, you were the guy who was just criticizing orange people. So,
all right. So let's just assume that you take away my first right.
What a spot.
Let's assume that you get away with it and you do that. What's next? What's the process to get back to being a citizen? What's the process to get all my stuff back since you're probably...
You gotta leave it behind! That's America's stuff now! Sorry, but we get to keep your Matrix TV.
Gonna knock...
Do I get to go to America? Or I don't know how it works. Is my first right citizenship going away? I'm going to have to ask Ruphio's mom, which I suspect is why this entire captain's log is happening. Ruphio likes to talk to his mom on Discord. She lives 10 minutes away. He talks to his mom on Discord, and she tells him, normal human things. He tells her what's going on in the world of Yu-Gi-Oh! And vaping, and she tells him what's going on CNN. All right. And then Ruphio plays a game of Chinese telephone inside his own ears. And by the way, that's why he's being deported. Him and TikTok got to go. No more Chinese telephone. So then we get it distilled through his epic brain and his mal ninjery.
Everything. What do I do then?
Oh, I forgot. This is the first time, we've been keeping tabs on Ruphio. This is the first time people are seeing Ruphio since our Awful Ween episode and our Couch Creature episode. You may have noticed that the couch is actually officially gone. Ruphio. Now, this is what makes this entire video so ironic. Rufio's complaining about being deported. Ruphio deported his couch creatures. Every single goblin that's been living behind him, the floor friend, the couch girl. I think she's still in his life somehow. In fact, I think she forces her way inside. She's such a bruiser. She opens up his door with her. She shoulder checks it, and he's not allowed to say no. And I think she's just taken over his bed, and now he sleeps in the gamer chair, which honestly is where he should sleep. That's a gamer's throne. So, but yeah, the couch creatures are all gone. The couch is gone. He officially, didn't he officially announce that he kicked them all out? What, Urquid, I think you might have talked to him about this. Didn't he tell you that something was going on and he didn't like the couch creature anymore? What happened with that?
Well, no. It was the
couch cretin.
Apparently a couch cretin broke the futon. And that's apparently why that got moved out.
That futon is legendary, by the way. So many good memories. Ruphio one time sharded his pants and sat on it and left a big slime trail there. So many memories.
Bought it for Lila.
I would buy
remember that?
If that thing's still sitting outside getting infested with fleas and rats outside his dilapidated home, I would buy it for upwards of $6,000. All right, I'm willing to put that down to get. I would love that. Oh my God, have it right there below the screen. That would be amazing.
Oh my god.
Put Ruphio back on his own couch. Make him my couch creature. Yeah, he bought the couch for Lila to sleep and live on, even though she was going to be his live-in girlfriend, and you would think they would just sleep on the bed together. I'm not exactly sure how any of this worked. Now, and he says it's a futon, right? It was a futon?
Yeah, spelled with PH.
Spelled with a PH for Pheonix, of course. Phuton.
I'm not quite sure what you want from these people, but
not
only are they sick of work, they're sick of taxes, they're sick of you, they're sick of Biden, they're sick of the political schemes, they're sick of everything to do with this entire country because of people like you. Greedy, whoremongering, fear-mongering, war-mongering trash.
This is one of the strangest Dr. Seuss rhymes I've ever heard.
You know, I'm no stranger to the fuckery that's called politics and happens in the Oval Office. And here's how I can say this.
He's an oval.
When I want to say I was still in like second or third grade, Bill Clinton turned the dollar from, hey, it's at the value of gold, to, hey, it's at the value of fucking nothing. So, and now it's worth 3 cents what a full dollar was worth back then. So
I don't know what's going on with the video, why it's fucking up. Sorry, God damn it. I just started using a new browser trying to avoid exactly this, and now it's worse. So my apologies. Let's see if this will fix it.
That wasn't intense. Let's go on and go back to the fact that Barack Obama is possibly the best president we've had since.
That is so crazy. He says this.
Just got to be clear here. You know, the guy talking about diversity, now Barack Obama is the... Ruphio, like a year ago, hated black people. I mean, we have multiple episodes about this fact. He was so upset when he found out that his fake girlfriend, Barbie, had slept with a black guy that it was basically like a nuclear bomb went off. Okay? It devastated him in a way. I've heard him say some of the most racist, vile things I've ever heard come out of any man's mouth. You think the N-word is bad? I've heard him refer to black people as defagatrons, homo butt rectus defagatrons. So it doesn't get much worse. Oh, Prime. I forgot Prime. Homo butt rectus defagatron Prime. It does not get much worse than that.
And even then, I'm not mad about Monica Lewinsky giving this man a BJ. I'm absolutely not worried about it because, quite honestly, I wish I was the president getting under desk support. You know, I wish, but you know,
did he say he wish he was giving the president under desk support? Is that?
Well, you know, granted, I have gotten under desk support occasionally, but we're not.
Whoa, he's done it.
Not going to get into that.
Which Oh, that's why he likes Obama. Obama likes, you know, Obama's so used to dealing with Big Mike. He likes it. He likes getting a little bit of Ruphio tube in his life, you know? Makes things a little easier.
Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. I need my vape.
I need my under desk support.
I'm stressed right now because this motherfucker's about to do some dumb shit that you know what's funny too? I voted for Trump this season. And you know what?
What, winter? What does that mean? How many times did you vote for him?
What? Oddly enough, the dumb fuck done goofed again.
The consequences will never be the same. Now Ruphio will be deported.
You know, oh, I'm gonna build a wall. Nothing happens. Failure. Man has tried everything to get us to just give him what he wants, which is a free hall pass and a get out of jail free card. That's pretty much all he wants, is for all his debts or his shit to just go unnoticed. And like that.
By the way, who wouldn't want that? Also, I'm pretty sure the last guy was literally handing out get out of jail free cards.
Is not how this, or that is not, I really think he thinks like we're dumb, you know, because like
where does he get this idea?
Not only did he disclose sensitive documents to Putin, that fucking cunt. What a traitor.
And again, this is just what you do. Online, as an online guy, you have to have a hot take. Okay, you have to make a clear decision or else people don't like watching you.
First of all, that should have been the first reason MAGA should have been like, no, that's not patriotism. You know, but no, of course, we're going to let Putin have the fucking...
Okay, but what about dark MAGA?
Fucking information and intel based on...
Which, you know, a guy like Ruphio, when he hears that, like, we have things on Earth now that are a normal version and a dark version, that's like Digimon, you know? He's like, yeah!
On the fucking FBI and CIA? God, you're garbage. Oh.
Blue eyes, white MAGA.
If I was president, that would not be what I would do. I would not go making friends with Cuba, fucking Russia, or any of the communist regimes.
Hell yeah. ROTC, babe. Welcome to the real Revenge of the Sis.
Ever, because they're all failing miserably.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what this is, right? You know,
Pretty
politics has like infected all fun when Ruphio Pheonix is talking politics. This should have never happened. It's breach containment. All right. The goon goo is loose and we are in trouble.
Now, you know, the only ones that are currently revitalizing their entire economy, almost said ecosystem, the only ones that are revitalizing their economy are literally using our technique, capitalism.
Our technique. Capitalism torpedo.
So, you know, I just can't look at Trump and think, you know what, I should have, I totally.
I have the same problem. I can't look at Trump either. There's something about it where it's like, you don't want to look directly at him. Frankly.
Voted for him. I'm a solid American. I think I could go out there and probably do it again.
Yeah, okay, you can't suddenly start. You're number one, you're from Maine. Number two, you voted for Trump this season. So
this time I'll be like, I ain't voting for you ever the fuck again. I only voted for you once, and I.
Good news. You can't.
I ain't ever giving you another vote because that is gonna take away my rights to my citizenship.
Trump is sitting there going, fuck. I lost the Ruphio.
Lost the Pheonix contingent.
Ship. Oh man, what a fucking bust, bro. What?
I'm about to.
What were you?
Go.
Okay, first question I have to ask is, where do you think the taxpayers' dollars are coming from, Donald? If all of the citizens that are in fact legal citizens of the United States of America, first rights too, because they were born here,
First
right?
rights, yeah. Native Americans.
What are they?
You have to understand that Ruphio is part Japanese and part Native American as well. And Irish. He's also part of the Irish mafia. And he's probably also an Ojibwe.
Do for work now that they're no longer citizens? I wonder where he's going with that.
They're going to do work somewhere else at best.
Yes, I really do. I really don't think illegal immigrants are that big of a problem.
Well, again, now this is my hot take, I know, but the first half of it does sound like a problem.
Considering America came here on the Mayflower from England.
They're saying in the chat, you're getting deported!
You know, I really don't think that's so bad of an issue.
Okay, well, enjoy Haiti.
There's just no decorum in the White House anymore.
So I'm getting deported then too, I guess. They're sending me back to Retard Island.
There's no sensibility. I guarantee you that George Washington is writhing in his grave right now. The remains of his bones are writhing right now in disgust.
Did somebody say
Bones to make us feel good?
That man led this country for over 40 years, I think.
Okay, listen. I have not read a history book. I don't know, maybe ever. But suddenly I'm hearing the jangling of bones inside a 40-year grave.
I'm pretty sure it was 40 years.
Yeah, pretty sure. Well, whatever. Give or take 10 or 50.
And look what Trump's about to do with it.
This is why he thinks he can give Trump more votes, by the way. They just kept... People love George Washington, man. I mean, he was a very popular guy. They just kept voting him in. And he just kept going, yes. He was well known for wanting to be president as long as possible. That was actually one of his original ideas they wrote into the Constitution.
Look what Trump's about to do with her. Can you really be okay with that? Yo, MAGA, I got to ask. Some of my subscribers are into Trump. I got to ask them, too.
What up, MAGA?
Y'all feel about losing your citizenship now that you got the billionaire in fucking office?
Yeah, see? Fucking, you were feeling pretty high and mighty when you voted in Trump. He gets in. You're like, oh, stupid libtards. Now look at you. Going back to Cuba where you came from. Oh, my God. By the way, we do need to get Royce deported. He is from Cuba, right? It needs to be investigated. I don't know. He claims that he was born in America until it's time for him to make a joke about being Hispanic. And then suddenly he swam over here like Elian Gonzalez. Imagine Ruphio in a closet. They're holding a gun to his face. He's going, ah! Most iconic photograph of all time. He's being held by a grown man.
Feeling about that? What you thinking, bro? You gonna get a job being a nonchalant non-citizen?
Ooh, it sounds like somebody's going back to France.
Of a country you were born into? You willing to do that? Man, this is turning into some totalitarian dystopian shit real quick.
This is like that 1964.
Unfucking real.
Give or take 20 years.
Quite honestly, I wonder what the process is going to be getting my citizenship back if he does get away with taking it away, which at this point, I'm pretty sure he's about to. You know? It's giving me a massive...
What is he going to do to get citizenship? I fucking love this video. I know all the MERSH people are like, fuck, what are you doing? Get back to the MERSH stuff. But this rules, man.
Pathetic. Because, like, what the fuck? How am I supposed to how I could probably make a purchase inside the American walls, inside the American country's borders.
And its velvety walls.
But I probably couldn't
hit the cervix.
I don't even know if I'd be able to get a job again. Again. Mom.
Word there, but I don't know if
he's being the key word there.
Able to get a job again, again being the key word there. But
yeah. Again, after 15 years,
I don't know if I'd be able to get another job being a non-citizen of my own country.
It's going to be tough. I mean, number one, you're going to have to telecommute, I believe, at that point.
And it's not like I've got some Swahili accent. It's not like I've got that going on. So
damn, somebody's been playing Dulcime.
It's not like, it's not like I'm speaking, fucking Spanish to people in the middle of fucking Walmart,
This is the guy protecting diversity from Trump, by the way.
Mm-hmm. I'm clearly American.
Yuck. Did he just cough into his hand and wipe it all over his head?
But no, Donald Trump's going to take that away from us. What the actual fuck?
This video, Ruphio, thank you so much, man, for coming back.
I genuinely think that the man's lost his mind over the possibility of his lack of response at the box office with You're Fired. That shit show about him firing everybody. Yeah, that was garbage.
I gotta be honest. At first you're like, what the? He thinks the box office is. I'm telling you, Ruphio backwards stumbled his way into the actual worst insult you could say. Trump would be so pissed if he heard this. Legitimately. That's like the one thing that he like actually takes pride in. And would, you could kill him with that. If it was a debate between Trump and that camel lady, whatever her name was, if she had thrown out your box office stinks, he would have been like, ah! He would have lost right there. MAGA would have been like, no more! Boom!
Yes!
Really?
They would have said,
if I shit, my shit stinks. Like, if I take a poop, it's gonna stink.
okay, maybe not that.
Shouldn't have enjoyed that. I know I didn't. I thought that was the worst programming.
Yeah, the show You're Fired. Someone says in the chat room. That was a pretty good show, You're Fired.
That. I know I didn't. I thought that was the worst programming in the history of that channel ever.
That one, the one channel that it was on that I definitely watch and know which one it was.
And it was.
You know, the network that it was on. The worst rate, and by the way, it was like one of the highest rated things ever.
Look, Trump.
We're doing MERSH in a minute. I'm sorry, the chat. There's people tuning in just now. They're like, is he doing MERSH? We're doing MERSH. Let me dance like no one's watching, please.
I don't hate you, but
we're doing a week of MERSH. You can wait a minute here, okay? Please.
Look, Trump, I don't hate you, but I really think you fucking it up right now. Like, you're not doing good. You're not. You're about to do some horrible shit to the entire American nation. And
the econom.
Not okay. That's, no, that doesn't fly. And if it does,
oh, well, maybe it's okay. There's a chance it does fly.
Damn, I'm actually thinking of leaving this country, like fleeing it, trying to like get out of here on like without laws.
That's handy.
Let him cook. Let him cook. Hang on a second, Lenny. Let him cook.
Get out of here on, like, without laws of extradition or whatever it's called. I'm really thinking.
So just to be clear, Ruphio's plan for being deported is to leave America and go to a country that will never return you to America. That'll show him. Yeah, fuck you, MAGA. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. And he just flies into the air like the end of the Matrix.
Thinking about leaving this country.
But we get to keep the Matrix TV, so he's actually trapped. Ha ha! I am the architect. Welcome.
And he wants to buy Canada? God.
You can't go there then. Oh, where are you going to go next? Greenland? Good luck.
Hey, you can't.
Well, you can.
We're already some billions of dollars in debt, you fuck.
Billions.
Oh, God.
If only, Jesus.
Billions, yeah. Yes, Trump says. Yes, billions. A billion? Why not a million?
I don't know anymore, dude.
I don't know that you knew before.
All the shit that's happening right now. Unbelievable. All right. Well, these are my thoughts on the current state of politics.
Is this?
Stay awesome, Ninja. Drink coffee. Be awesome. Be excellent. I'll see you in another video. Hopefully my citizenship won't be tampered with by some nonchalant piece of garbage in the Oval Office.
Hell yeah.
God entered my body like a body my same size. I know all of God's secrets. Would you like to know what God thinks?
One apple is our God now. God now.
And I do see non-stop visions from God. Do you want to get an answer on what God thinks? from somebody that doesn't have God, or you want an answer from somebody that does have God, click on the link.
Tom Gully in chat, ladies and gentlemen, our favorite guy ever, Tom Gully in chat right now. He says, he's quoting Ruphio. He says, I'm moving to Andorra because it sounds like they would use swords there. Knowing
one thing that really struck me about that video?
What's that?
Not one time did he mention the first rights of his son.
I forgot he had a kid, and obviously we love Ruphio is the end of that sentence. No, we're back in with Ruphio, guys. Go over, subscribe. Yeah. What's his channel called now? Pheonix Rise or Phoenix Rise?
Phoenix, he spells it correctly in the YouTube channel.
Yeah, but
Phoenix
not
Rise.
in his actual human name. Phoenix Rise.
Yeah.
Give him a subscribe.
Don't mention PODAWFUL.
Don't mention PODAWFUL, although I think we're back in. I don't know. It feels like
There's
we're
some
back
evidence.
in. There's some evidence that we might.
If you see Robert Robinson in the comments, just make fun of Robert Robinson.
Not even. Here's what here's what we need to do. We don't talk about.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We don't talk about the paranormal here anymore. It's all he wants. But tell Ruphio if he's willing to team back up with me. I'm the guy that took him down. I'm the guy that took the paranormal guy down. Maybe we could work something out. I think he and I would work together. I think he would enjoy, in fact, working together to take down a child molester, which is, of course, what Robert Robinson is. So, legally, a child porn watcher and child molester, a rapist, and a 4'9" rapist, Robert Leslie Robinson of Maine. He has been this guy that we used to make fun of on the show. We sent him to jail. He's been annoying Ruphio in the comments because he's not getting any play from me. So he's like, I'm going to annoy the other goons. And Ruphio is the only goon, I guess, that he could get any attention from. Anyway. But yeah, to Tom Gully's comment a minute ago, the moving to Andorra thing. I was just reading that. I was thinking, like, he would hear Andorra and think you mean some like Star Wars planet or something. You know that, right? Yeah. Like, it doesn't sound like a place with swords, laser swords, maybe. Knowing Rufio's luck, by the way, he would move to Alderaan like right before it exploded. So, yes, Urquit.
Deacon Blues in the show discussion has a good segue back to Matt Jarbo. I know we want to cover MERSH here.
No, man, we got to get to MERSH. Come on, the people have been dying for MERSH 10. No.
For those who are interested, Matt Jarbo.
No. Are you not hearing me? Why do you keep saying it? No.
I just want to say it.
No. Okay. Fuck. You're just like steamrolling over. You're a Virgie now. Enjoy. You're the new Virgie. Everybody has become oh my god. Everybody's become accustomed to Dirk. They're like, you know what? I like Dirk. Dirk is sort of the Andy Worski of PODAWFUL. Every once in a while, every once in a while, you hear him break in for half a second, stutter, mess up, and then I just steamroll over top of him. All right, and everybody's fine with that. It's adorable when he does it. And then Urquit, you come in, you think you're PPP. I gotta read something from chat right now, Andy. Have you watched any of Kino? I watched Kino Casino the other night. It was by the way, craziest show they'd ever done. Who is that? Who is that over there? I watched Kino Casino the other night. There was a moment. It broke my heart. The Kino Casino is Andy Worski's show, right? Like, he started, it was his idea. He wanted to make PODAWFUL, and then he did Kino Casino. This is what he told me, by the way. I'm not talking shit. He wanted to do something like PODAWFUL, and so he invited PPP to be the co-host. And now he's like basically the producer on the PvP doesn't know how OBS works. He knows how LBS works. But he doesn't know how OBS works. And so basically all Andy does now is he moves the windows around. Okay. They've always got to change their setup live. And then the other day I was watching it, broke my heart. Andy was like, yo, Ashton, yo, let me just say real quick. And then PPP is like, yeah, that's right. Tom Gully in chat is saying, and he's just like devastated. And so, you know, Andy sat there. I was like, he had a smile on his face. He was happy about it. You know, they're always smiling. They're always moving, a lot of energy. And then, so he's like, yeah. So anyway, Ashton, let me just say, yeah, oh, body in chat. Yeah, look at that. Look what he just said in chat, Andy. He could not get a word. It's his show. He couldn't get a word. I'm not saying anything bad about PvP, but there might be some sort of audio issue going on at this. I don't know if PvP can hear him on the show. It's like, because you can see every single time it happens, Andy's like, it's like he needs water. He's like in the middle of a desert. He's turning into a little prune. Please let me say one word. Body. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the big board! This clip's great. You guys remember we talked about a little bit ago. Nick,
big board looks great, Colonel.
Thank you so much. Nick Rekieta's new tattoo. Okay. Well, MERSH talked about it too. I'm MERSH, by the way. Look at me. I fucking fuck my own cats and I'm gay. Okay. Great improv, Jesse. I went to UCB. My parents, I live with my parents and I went to UCB. Okay. So I will be covering MERSH up for your viewing pleasure for this clip. I didn't even think of this. MERSH covered the Nick tattoo, and I thought this was a great clip. MERSH was fair to me. He called it out when I've been doing good, and he said Jesse's been doing good.
Watch PODAWFUL. Watch your show.
You know, as opposed to guys like Ruphio who say stuff like,
I don't want to feel all the awful.
So this is a good MERSH clip. As long as you can't see him smoking bones and you don't see, if I cover up this cat enough, can't get this one over here. As long as you can't see everything. And by the way, pay no attention to his QR code. It's fake. All right. You should be watching the show on your phone now so that you can't scan QR codes. As long as you can't see him, this clip is actually really good. Like, MERSH is actually funny and really on point with this. You know, this tattoo thing is unreal to me. Nick Rekieta's gay guy prison tat, whatever he's got going. He was like getting ready to start doing some under desk business management inside the jail. He was like, fuck, all these charges are coming for me. I better let them know which way things swing when I'm in prison. This is another clip from Angie, by the way. Angie's edits. Please subscribe to Angie. Oh my God, he's just smoking. I somehow have it on a moment where he's not even talking. He's literally just sucking.
I can tell you that this tattoo, the design,
yep,
the placement, etc. This is unforgivable. This.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes, girl. Wig snatched. Yep.
This is something you want. You will walk away from the cocaine charges more easily than you're going to walk away from this fucking tattoo.
Fucking called it, by the way, because Nick Rekieta is in the clear. Does everybody know what's going on with Nick? We should check in with that actually in a second while we pay no attention to MERSH.
This is the.
He's literally not on the show anymore. It's welcome to MERSH Week, everybody. But this is a good MERSH clip.
Most embarrassing. I'm going to put it this way. I guess what I'm saying is
MERSH should not be able to tell you that you are embarrassing. That shouldn't be possible for him to say and it be true. But it is true. This is, as far as I know, MERSH's Gunt has nothing like this on it. Now, he does have a tramp stamp, which I saw with my own eyes when he got up from the desk and saw it, showed his little crack. He's got a tiny little heart above his butt crack, and it says Dad in the middle with an arrow through it.
Long story short, this tattoo is the most embarrassing thing Nick Rekieta has done.
Yes.
In the past 2 years.
Hell yes. 100%. 100% nailing it, MERSH.
I just like to say I'm fucking Nick Rekieta in the ass. Nick Rekieta and I are fucking each other.
And that's coming from a friend. A friend. A guy. I'm this guy, by the way.
What? Ah! That I didn't play that. Just to be clear, he did that. He's that guy. He's horse grunt guy.
By the way, I almost worked.
Wait, what was that? Why is it not going back? Sorry, I was trying to. There we go.
I'm this guy, by the way.
And now he's dying while playing the thing. Like it's actually happening at the same time.
This guy, by the way. By the way, I almost horse stroked today.
Yeah. Yeah. Good clip.
Great job, Angie.
Great clip, Angie. That is awesome. Now we do have another one here. Oh wait, I want to go over the Nick Rekieta thing. Hang on a second. So I don't exactly know what's going on with the Nick Rekieta stuff. Let me I'm gonna go to YouTube and just whoever's, one of these lawyer guys comments going, Nick Rekieta. Do you guys follow this shit at all?
A little bit.
Do you know?
Yeah.
You know what's happening with the Rekieta sitch? Like he made a big plea deal or something, right?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah,
he pleaded guilty or something.
All right, let's.
He pleaded guilty,
He's a felon.
and in exchange, the case against April and whatever his cross-eyed bitch's name is getting dropped.
Right. It's like it's a total sweetheart deal, right? Let's see what Uncivil Law has to say about it. Oh my God!
Oh shit! Eesh.
What the
Kyle Gass?
Is he a toddler eating a plate of spaghetti? What the fuck is going on here? Oh my God! Oh, it's like seeing a lion while just after it got done with its kill.
This is Kyle Gass and Blonde Scott.
Not blonde, that's gray, but yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Holy shit. Was he huffing spray paint? What the fuck is going on here?
Hello everyone, and welcome to Uncivil Law.
What is happening with your mouth? It looks like a guy's trying to hide the fact that he's a clown on the weekends.
And for today's stream, we turn our attention to the plea deal that was recently...
What do you have, hives or something?
...entered by none other than Nick the Rackets, Nick Rekieta himself. Joining me to discuss this wonderful turn of events is none other than your friend and mine, Sean.
Also, this guy's got a secret man behind him. What the fuck is going on there?
Potentially criminal.
Hey, Kurt, how you doing?
Good.
Not good. Look at him. What do you mean good? It looks like this dude was, he just got his Red Wings. I mean, this is bad. He's eating out while the eating's good.
Good to see everybody tonight.
But you're only a potentially criminal, and that's just
correct.
Not good enough for my needs. What I really need is an actual criminal.
What you really need is a skincare regimen. What the fuck am I'm not joking about this, guys. This is not just my screen doing this. Just to be clear, this is the first thing that came up on YouTube when you type in Nick Rekieta. Are these guys friends with? I can't tell what side they're on. Are they friends with Nick or making fun of him here?
Bringing us to today's story. So what we're going to do is we're going to read.
Oh, his name is Kurt. They're saying in the. Yeah, well, his name's Kurt because it looks like when Cobain shot himself in the fucking head.
Through this plea agreement, and we'll go through some of the relevant statutes that are on point.
And I'll be eating jelly-only sandwiches during all of this.
Discuss the things that we don't know, at least at the moment. Some of those things may be clarified by the transcript of the plea conference.
He looks like a pimple that's about to be popped. You know, somebody's squeezing both sides.
Had today, which I don't have the transcript yet, so we may be having.
Is this? I'm sorry. All right, maybe is he have like a birthmark? Was he struck by lightning? Is he like one of those people? He just got an odd birthmark or something. I don't want to say this stuff. I feel like I've seen this guy before. Like they've had him on some podcast or something I've seen, and he didn't have, you know, like I'm a secret trans prostitute. And I just had to wipe all the lipstick off my face last minute going on before. I swear to God, I've seen this guy and he looked normal before. Am I crazy?
Another stream in the near future, depending on.
Yeah, Tom Gully says Uncivil Law tried to eat a jellyfish.
When that becomes available. But we'll deal with what we know and we'll go from there. So this is what one of these things looks like, at least in the great state of Minnesota. In the wonderful
Minnesota?
County of Candy, Ohio. Entered this day, the January 24th of 2025. In the state of Minnesota versus Nick Rekieta.
He has a girth mark, they say in chat.
I, Nick Rekieta, defendant in the...
It's not always like that. He was eating icy hot. There's something bad going on here for sure.
Above action. Do respectfully represent and states follows. Sean, do you think he's lying already? Do you think he's respectful?
I mean, well, respect, I think, could be a bit of a relative term there. So,
yeah, let's go with that. My full name is Nicholas Robert Rekieta. I am 43.
Can you wake up? I mean, all right, I'm sorry we got you in the middle of your nap time while eating birthday cake or whatever the fuck just happened. Red velvet's my favorite. But can you please? We're just trying to learn what happened here.
The birth is December the 16th of 1981. The last grade I went through in school is law school graduate. Nice.
Yes.
If I filed in my case, I've received, read, and discussed the copy of the
read for sure, yeah.
The indictment or complaint. I understand the charges made against me were as follows. Specifically, I was charged with drugs in the second degree, possession of ammo or firearm in violation of law, namely that while using drugs or possession thereto.
So this is law tube, huh? Do they have a skin tube that these guys could maybe check into?
I also was in possession of a firearm.
Yes.
So the mere possession of the firearm by the drug user is illegal, also under federal law. And child endangerment, wherein the child endangerment was, again, at least in this instance, merely the fact that the children were present at a place in which drugs were present. We're all familiar with the idea that there was evidence relating to potential drug metabolites found in one of the kids' hair.
We're also all familiar with the idea that a guy's head is one color all the way down. But that's not what's happening here. I mean, we're breaking boundaries.
But with respect to this particular charge, merely the fact that children were at a place where the drugs were. Okay.
I was at a place where the candy canes were.
Committed honor about this May.
He just won a cherry pie eating contest, says HC Frick. And the winner is
May 23rd. Yes, go ahead.
Sorry, just wanted to say the reason why at the beginning, guys, they say, why do they worry about his education? It's because you need to be able, do you read and write the English language? Do you understand it as spoken? I have had clients before where we've entered a plea and they were illiterate. Now, that doesn't mean you can't do a plea, but that means I have to sit there with
you could remove all the law tube stuff. And again, no offense to these guys or nothing. All right. They're probably great guys. No offense at all. But if you removed all the law stuff from this and it was just these two guys talking, you could 100% convince me that this was a, Zoom meeting for sex offenders. No offense meant whatsoever. I'm saying I could be convinced.
Person, and I've done this. We had to do this one day.
Uncivil Law just went bobbing for French fries.
I sat
Well,
with
did
him.
you see the one that says we have to watch him rub icy hot on his ass? This is real, all caps.
What do you mean we have? What does that mean? We have to?
Jesse, we must watch him rub icy hot on his ass. This is real.
Okay. Is that a real? Are you saying it's a real video, or you just really want this to happen? I don't know who this guy is. Like, if he's got lore, I'm not part of it until now. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, Uncivil Law, welcome to the lore. We're now in it with you, okay? And part of the lore, of course, again, is he just got done with a plate of SpaghettiOs, and he was eating it with a plastic knife, a plastic butter knife. If this exists, I can't watch. I assume I cannot watch this on YouTube. A guy rubbing.
No, I think he did it on YouTube. I've seen it.
That doesn't mean I get to.
If you type Uncivil Law and then the letter I, the first suggestion in Google is icy hot.
It is. I just found that out too.
Okay. Guys, even if it's on YouTube, that doesn't mean I'm not going to get in trouble. Like, literally yesterday I was streaming. We did a stream. It's no longer on YouTube. I got in trouble for a copyright claim because I played a video that was on YouTube, uploaded by somebody else who did not own the copyright. My version of it, where I did commentary over it, was blocked worldwide instantly. So that's not how YouTube. I mean, hey, it's already on YouTube. I've seen horrors beyond imagination on YouTube. All right. You want to know what a Filipino woman's asshole looks like pre-Brazilian? You can go to YouTube and find that out, but I don't get to show it to you on the big board here.
And we had to go through every single thing, word by word, line by line. Do you understand that? Yes. Do you understand this? And then I had to speak to him before court, and we kind of went over all of it again. They want to make sure you understand this. This forum is meant to create a record. This is so, it doesn't think Nick is going to do this, but this prevents any defendant from coming back and saying, oh, I didn't know what I was doing. I don't know what's going on. This is way too much, and things weren't explained. This is to prevent that from ever happening. That's why this all seems
how do we prevent this from ever happening again? Is it some sort of series of foundations? We're going to have to take a trip down to Sephora, find this guy, his tone, get the experts to match his skin.
Functory, a lot of
do we match the top or the bottom? Maybe we just get red and put it up here. Wow, Method Man's going to have a new best friend.
Check mark, a lot of check boxes. It's just all the things that people have raised appeals for and bitched about over time. This is just eliminating all those issues and satisfying ideas that constitute.
Last week, Kurt ate a pie. And he got it all over his face.
Constitutionally, that you are a sound mind and you're doing this openly and fairly.
Yeah, this is not our first rodeo. It's not the first time someone's.
Yeah, it looks like you just face planted at a rodeo. You might be the clown.
I didn't know. I had no idea.
I'd like to see this guy hop in a barrel wearing a cowboy.
was confused. So, over the years, decades, centuries, we have come up with various ways to try to at least address as many of those problems as we can. I am represented by an attorney whose name is Francis White, and I feel that
who is real.
I've had sufficient time to discuss my case with my attorney. I am satisfied that my attorney is fully informed as to the facts of this case.
Earlier, Kelsey asked me about Nick Rekieta. She was like, is he his own lawyer for his trial? I was like, no, because he got off. Like, he's basically has to do nothing. If he had been his own lawyer, he would be under the jail right now. They would be building new jails on top of him. He would be like the Indian burial ground below with his gay little tattoo sprouting up and causing a haunting inside the jail.
Attorneys discuss possible defenses to the crime I might have. And I'm satisfied that my attorney has represented my interest and has fully advised me. As you would anticipate, this is meant to try to stop and ineffective assistance of counsel defense.
Yeah. So basically, here all he has to do is go to drug testing, drug rehabilitation, whatever, and yeah, the wife, cross-eyed wife, is off. April's off, and they will scrub the record. Is the craziest part. So he's admitting guilt to a thing that won't exist in a month or two from now. And he's already done the drug thing. He's already gone through their little course that he had to go through. So it's like time served. It's over already. He wins.
Damn.
Yeah, it's all over. He fucking won as hard as you could win, except, of course, the part where his child is now addicted to cocaine.
Which, incidentally, you can usually raise, well, I think always, raise that particular issue on appeal. Because if you were...
Somebody just put the icy hot video right in front. There it is. This is it. Here's the icy hot video. All right, tell you what. Well, give you a treat. I'll watch it right here. Okay.
Oh, God.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, you don't actually see his ass?
Yeah, you don't.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then I can show this, right? Man, he's really going for it. Why does this exist? You know what? This is fun here. I'm just going to make you watch it like this. This is what you get.
Getting up in there?
He is digging. He's having...
That's like the place you don't want it.
He's getting it in sores, and so he's got piles back there. He's having to dodge like an obstacle course.
And he cross-contaminated his face.
Why does this video exist?
That's it.
Oh my God, that's it. Yeah, and look at him hanging his head in shame afterward too. Why does
his eyes?
Why does this video exist? Why did he do this on camera? Like if I had to do this,
I might be forgetting. I kind of know.
If I had to do this, I would pull the battery out of my phone and put the phone into a lockbox in another room, you know, just so there was no possibility of this exact thing ever happening even one time. Yeah, does nobody know why he's rubbing his asshole on camera? Is that...
So what I think it was said on Kino Casino, he was doing like he was cooking a turkey or something, and then he had to stop in the middle of it because his asshole itched, so he had to do that.
But he did not have to do it on camera, and also
no, he didn't.
Also, I'm not coming over for Thanksgiving after that.
You don't put icy hot on your asshole because it itches. Yeah. You put preparation H.
Yeah.
Icy hot is like Ben Gay.
Hey, man. All right. Let's not go there, friend. All right.
I apologize.
You
Ben.
might,
sorry.
You might have been. Not me, sister.
Given effective assistance counsel, then your plea deal was no good.
But the idea is my attorney didn't tell me everything. That just gets to, did you make a note?
How about you grab the icy hot, maybe stick your head between your legs and kiss your icy hot goodbye. Get it all over your face. Do something. You got an ointment for your whole mid-turkey stuffing. So I guess you're already ready to go. You probably already have your watch off in this case. You don't want a Mr. Bean type scenario on your hand. How do you not have an ointment for whatever the fuck is going on here? This dude's living in filth. Like that. How do you explain the hole? How do you explain the face?
You know what that is?
Yes.
That is a CPAP mask rash. A fat guy like that with that triangle pattern.
Oh, yeah.
He is not cleaning his CPAP mask enough.
Oh, yeah. Him and Royce both.
Intelligently voluntary plea. So it's not like it's not the ineffective assistance to counsel we normally hear about trying to overturn a case. This would just...
By the way, all right, here's a move. Wear your kahuna virus mask during this stream. Just be like, I don't want to get you sick, potentially criminal. So I had to wear this the whole time. Oh, call me a libtard. Fine. Yeah, whatever.
Result in a new plea hearing getting done if there were issues about that. But yeah.
Okay.
And I was just more clarifying for chat.
Somebody should have turned the turkey over in this oven.
No worries. I have never been a patient in a mental hospital, and I have
not true.
And apparently have not. talked with or been treated by a psychiatrist or other person for a nervous or mental condition. I assume that mark above the have is a errata mark.
Yes.
And I assume that mark below the nose is a gay asshole mark.
And guys, people screw up on forms all the time. You go to the doctor, you're filling out a form somewhere, you check the wrong box. That's not, guys, the court is real life. So like nothing's ever perfect. Like,
but I mean, this
happen.
is incredibly broad. It's like you've never been to a psychiatrist for a mental condition, which incidentally, wouldn't the very nature of going to a psychiatrist almost necessarily be for a mental condition? Because why else are you going to a psychiatrist?
Yeah.
So like, this is like, I've never talked to a psychiatrist. Is that what this is saying?
Well,
okay, I don't listen. Talk to a dermatologist. We have to be done with this. This is too disgusting for me to look. I just keep staring. It's literally all I'm doing is staring at his big red mouth. It's like I'm listening to Clifford the dog talk right now. I don't even want to see this anymore. All right, goodbye. Here's what we do have for you, though, ladies and gentlemen. The moment you've been waiting for. MERSH got DDoSed again by the fucking henchmen.
I got excited, very excited to see all of this.
Not only did MERSH get totally DDoSed while live on his own show. If you didn't catch it, by the way, check out our episode, Mershal Reality. MERSH has been going into VR chat to talk to children as Dr. Disrespect. And the henchmen, the PODAWFUL henchmen, have been following him around like little VR goblins, DDoSing his stream, getting him kicked off of his internet, his low rent, stealing it from the neighbor's Wi-Fi internet. And well, I don't know how he does it, but anyway, so he has been getting DDoSed. The henchmen one final time. And by the way, we're never going to do it again. I've decided I don't ever want to see VR MERSH stuff again. So this is it. This is the final moment in our VR. We'll never top this because not only did they DDoS him, but they got him to play PODAWFUL in VR into his own stream. PODAWFUL has polluted the net right into MERSH's own Nightwave radio. It's absolutely fucking insane. Be right back.
Support the show. Join the pizza fund. PODAWFUL.pizza.
Pizza.
PODAWFUL.pizza.
Is this a cult if I ever heard one? Yes, it is. It's a cult. I mean, it's the cult of cult.
All right, so join the Pizza Fund, PODAWFUL.pizza. Support the show, all of our band content, all of our archives, all of our primo content is over there. PODAWFUL.pizza. A lot of our archives, by the way, are back on YouTube. Thank you to the archivists for doing that. I'm actually undercutting my own sales pitch by asking people to re-upload our free, by the way, the free old content. Thank you to everybody who's been doing that. Keep PODAWFUL polluting the net. But if you want to see our primo stuff, you got to join the Pizza Fund. PODAWFUL.pizza. It's just like Patreon, okay? Except it's not gay, and I'm not allowed on Patreon. Thanks, Dick Masterson. Also, join our Discord, PODAWFUL.com/Discord. Become a cult member. PODAWFUL.com/cult as well. Become a cult member. Join the cult. Here's the thing. I want to say this real quick. In case you're confused, we have people joining the Discord every day, and nobody reads the README in a Discord. I know that. I get it. I'm just like you. I join 100 Discords a day, and I don't read any of their rules, and I refuse to follow them. But if you actually enjoy Pod Awful and you want to be part of the discussions, you're missing out on our forums. The Pod Awful Cult has forums in it. The Pod Awful Cult, we have entire sections just for pizza funders, things like that. You do not have to be a paying customer of our website in order to access some of these features. All you have to do is make an account over at podawful.com, a free account. We have free accounts. You make an account at podawful.com. You can leave comments, by the way, on our posts on the website. There are actually comments below. You can't see them if you're not logged in, but there are comments. Actually, we should change that. We should make those public. Richard, make those public. Make all the comments on the on everything public. Even the Pizza Fund ones. Can we do that? Anyway, there's comments on that stuff, but also it opens up some of our channels over on Discord, our forums, all that kind of stuff. If you're wondering, well, where are people talking? What's going on? I can't see anything. It's because you didn't connect your account. If you're annoyed by this, but if you are annoyed in our Discord, this is what I'm just going to start doing from now on. Every couple weeks or so, when I just get, when I start noticing, I'm just going to start getting rid of the people who don't do this. So you could be in there. You could be active in the Discord. We don't want noids. No noids allowed. They ruin pizza. So again, totally free. Totally free. Podawful.com. If you have a Pizza Fund account, definitely connect it. But even if you don't, you can get a free account, connect it, and still participate in all of our henchmanly activities. Speaking of, here's Mersh getting DDoSed.
5 minutes, go. You guys, 5 minutes on and shut up, Nick.
Okay, so it's not looking good so far. Thank God. By the way, this was Disco Diggs. Disco Diggs, one of our archivists and clippers. Thank you to Disco Diggs. Subscribe to him as well. Thank God you censored this one. That could have been very bad. That could have been very, very bad. Now, if you're not in the Pizza Fund, you might not even know this. Even if you saw the Mershal reality episode, we had an entire after show after that one. We actually made Lenny made Henchmen avatars for VR chat. Okay, so actually animated henchmen. They're 2 feet tall for some reason. I don't know why. Nobody knew why we would do this. Why would you make yourself shorter than Mersh, which shouldn't even be possible in reality? But I'm so glad you did. It was such a good move, Lenny, to make them tiny because it makes them so much more annoying. It's so much funnier. If you saw me tweet out a picture of the henchmen watching Pod Awful in VR chat, it's from this night. It's like one of the most adorable things ever. So he's got 4 or 5 tiny henchmen just running around, jumping on his head, going DDoS, 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 and he can't take it anymore.
5 minutes, go. You guys, 5 minutes on and shut up, Nick.
Okay, is it 5 minutes? 5 minutes uninterrupted. Okay, he's going to give it. This clip is 5 minutes 50 seconds, so I guess he did give the 5 minutes. This is a great comment. This is why I love it. Liquid Evidence in chat says they are literally ankle biting. Yeah. A little bit of your own medicine. A little taste of the own medicine there, Mersh. A little ankle biting action. Give him a little touch up. Just a little touch up. Where Pod Awful is making it worse. Crazy Urquhart starts saying DDoS. Like, I mean, that's psychopathic. You're spelling out DDoS, a thing that is already spelled out. Wow. What Nightwave is this? I don't fucking know, man. Now, his whole bit, you got to remember this. His entire bit is like, I'm going to give you all the time you need to try to take me down on my own stream. And we're like, no, we're not. We don't play your game. you play hours. He did that the last time. People were in the chat were like, oh, he's still haunted by the banana. No. Forget the banana at this point. The henchmen are in his mind. Okay. The henchmen have polluted him. And, you know, he tried that with the banana boys. He tried that with Urquid. He tried that with Boat. Oh, well, I'll give you 5 minutes. And then he acted like he wasn't destroyed by them. Like, they said every mean thing until he rage quit. So he's giving him 5 minutes so that he can't be accused of rage quitting here. That's what's happening. And instead, we took the opportunity to DDoS.
I thought you said you were leaving if we repeat ourselves.
By the way, it just so happens that all the manservants here with me are also the henchmen in this video.
Yeah.
We're only a minute into you guys DDoSing. How tired are you at this point?
I was taking water breaks.
Fired up.
Because this
is the most fun I've had in months.
Okay. Good. Look at little Mersh. He's doing, by the way, he's doing the classic Nightwave hangout explosion. Friday Nightwave hangout explosion face. I invented this face. This is actually how Mersh, this is how he gets through most of his day. He goes, there's nothing I can do for the audio people for that. But this is what he does. You know? It's been a while since I've seen that face, so we were really getting to him.
The best part about this is I don't have to say anything. They're going to get tired.
Okay. Here we go. It's one of you against fucking 4 little gremlins. Let's see how fast they get tired.
He's getting winded. He's getting winded.
And keep in mind, they've been following him around from server to server. It's like, it's not even just this.
Put a sticker on your beamer.
Bringing up phase 4 to a goon is wild. Like, that's a crazy thing to say to anybody, really.
With Frank Castle at your house.
You'll never be Daniel. Be Daniel, you loser. He's in the mailbox. In love with Kermit kitties.
I'm that fat bitch on camera. Did you like the sticker on your beamer?
Dude, I wish I knew he was stroking during this.
I mean, he's stroking pretty much anytime.
Hey, you're on.
Okay, so you hear them saying, "Oh, look, PODAWFUL." So there's a TV right to Mersh's left. There's a virtual TV inside this room because that's the state of humanity. Well, you're a Wall-E character at this point, all right? You go onto VR to watch TV. So there's a TV right there. You can put in any YouTube video or whatever. Now, people are saying you should have done the porcelain doc, we actually have done that before. That had already happened. But when we did it, MERSH didn't. You can turn on whether or not you see what's on the TV. MERSH didn't have it on. It was wasted. This time, but you know, I'm not porcelain. I mean, I love porcelain. He's probably here watching this right now. Shout out to porcelain. But I'm not putting porcelain on. I'm putting PODAWFUL on. Okay? So we put PODAWFUL on the TV, and it's the MERSH virtual reality episode. This is like so meta. It's MERSH in virtual reality, watching PODAWFUL talk about MERSH in virtual reality being harassed by PODAWFUL while henchmen run around saying DDoS. It's so psycho. This is happening immediately to his left. And now the mission becomes get him to show it on Nightwave. You can hear the theme song. How insane is that? The PODAWFUL theme song on Nightwave. And you know MERSH knows what that is. Like, that's a terrifying sound to MERSH. MERSH has nightmares about hearing that song.
When the airlock's pressurized, yeah, his heart drops.
Oh my God. He's like this. He goes,
Stop this, stop this, please.
And then he starts.
Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding.
What's crazy is you can see the henchmen are looking at this. They're like, I gotta watch PODAWFUL. They've seen this one. but they're still all looking at the screen. They've got TVs for heads, and they still have to watch the TV.
There's like 30 other people in this virtual world with us.
Mm-hmm.
And all of the other TVs in this server are also playing PODAWFUL.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. So everybody in this server is right now watching PODAWFUL. And they have no idea what it is or what's going on, obviously. That's insane.
After MERSH leaves, there's people asking, what is this show that's on? We're like, oh, this is about a guy that was just in here. He's a lol cow. His name is MERSH. Look him up on Kiwi Farms.
Yeah,
yada, yada.
People were getting the down low on MERSH after he left.
This is wild. This is wild to me.
They're gonna get tired.
Nice to you.
We got him to go to rehab.
At some point.
We'll help you go to rehab, MERSH.
You're next.
Rehab coming in.
Once you get to D-list, you can have all the
This is fascinating.
Trust me, I know.
Hey, look, PODAWFUL.
There's my voice. My voice is now on Nightwave. Isn't this crazy?
Oh, hey. Hey, PODAWFUL.
Okay, so look at this. Oh my God. I mean, you would swear this is edited. If I just took a screenshot of this, you go, no fucking way. This never happened. I can't believe it. And I was there. And I'm Jesse, the guy in the thing. And I don't believe this, but it's real and it's happening. And he looks over at it. He gets fooled into looking over at it. Because he's like, what is it? Why am I hearing Jesse? Now he's trying to hide it. He realizes, oh shit, this is playing into my show. And so he turns back around. And there's probably a part of him too that was like, all right, I'll just turn the TV off. You know, he could just do that. And then he realizes that would make him a bitch, so he didn't do it.
This is cool. These guys are cool.
Yes.
Hey guys, look, I'm MERSH. I got booze. Look.
Oh my God. What the fuck? we're babies. We're just straight up babies. I'm sitting here eating my big plate of spaghetti. I got red all over my mouth right now. That is so stupid, Dirk. Holy shit. Look at me. I'm MERSH. Glug, glug, glug. Ah! And that is how you should treat drunk people, too. Look at me. I'm drinking. Goop, goop, goop. I'm having fun now.
Watch the show. Watch the show. Watch the show. Watch the show.
Yes.
Watch the show.
Yes.
There he is.
He was fucking bullied into it.
Hell yeah.
This is awesome.
Don't worry about that.
Are you guys done?
No, right?
No.
Can I go?
No.
Because I'm gonna go. You're gonna go. He rage quit. He rage quit. No, I gotta go. Like I gave you guys 30 minutes uninterrupted.
Okay.
See you in a little bit, okay?
Yes! Rage quit. Rage quit.
Playing out every night.
Time together.
I do.
And there you go. It's official, ladies and gentlemen. MERSH rage quit.
PODAWFUL one. PODAWFUL one.
It's sad, dude.
For who? Not me. It's sad, dude. There you go. That's it. The end. DDoS. This is MERSH's big adventure before going to Vegas. This is what he had to put up with. This is what was on his mind before he toured the streets of Las Vegas. Oh, that was going to change everything. He was going to finally hit it big. He was going to gamble big. Unfortunately, that didn't work out for MERSH. Now we're going to leave you with this. We'll be back again. This is MERSH week. We'll be back again with more MERSH Vegas coverage. And we're going to cover every single thing that happened to them in Vegas. But we're going to jump ahead just a little bit and give you a sneak peek at the end at what happened when they got back from Vegas. Because this is the next thing we're going to talk about. Take a look at this. It's really insane. I was watching Revenge of the Sis, and I couldn't believe what I saw. This is a clip by Angie.
Guys, we were in SHOT Show, and I don't know if you know this, but we were kind of hanging out with Chris Jericho, friend of the show, Chris Jericho. Oh, friend of the show, Chris Jericho.
And MERSH just gets up, he bolts, he leaves.
We were kind of hanging out with Chris Jericho.
And here's a picture of MERSH with a wrestling man named Driss Draramo or whatever.
Chris Jericho. Oh, MERSH has to go because Chris Jericho. He told me not to talk about it.
And
he said,
look at this fucking picture. Now I know what you're thinking, Jesse. I'm paying attention to the fact that MERSH just ran away during this. What's going on? But I'm paying attention to this picture and that bohunkus of a butt. ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you next time for what's going on right here.
said, I will not be on the same screen as that fuck Chris Jericho.
Now you can hear all these noises in the background. MERSH's mic is still open. There's horns honking. His front door is open.
What's going on with that noise? Yes.
What's going on?
Chris Jericho. That's right. The Chris Jericho.
What's going on? By the way, he gets up. He comes back. He's very bitchy. He gets up and leaves again. He tinks on stream. Next episode, we're going to talk about it. The picture of MERSH's butt next to the wrestling man. We're going to answer all the mysteries. Number one, how come MERSH is taller than a wrestling man? How could that be possible? He's tiny. What's going on? You guys shrank the henchman and now MERSH is big? No! I have it all figured out. I have an entire master plan, and it surrounds this right here. The thing that you've been wondering ever since they returned from Vegas.
So here's what was happening, right? We were sitting at the Mandalay Bay. RIP. We were sitting at the Mandalay Bay.
Root toot.
Like they have like this little bar that's like right by the that's like
Hello, Royce. What is MERSH, your tulpa or something? You need him here? Is he your emotional support, MERSH?
they have this little bar that's in the middle of the casino, but there's also like this stage right like at the end.
Now they just got back. They got back at 6 a.m. and now they're doing their show. They haven't slept. Okay, something's been keeping these guys up. Something bizarre is happening outside of MERSH's house or something right now. What could it fucking be?
At the end of the thing. Yeah. So there was like a cover band playing, and they were actually pretty fucking good. And there was a cover band. You good?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about this. MERSH isn't good. Something crazy is happening. We're gonna talk about it. The thing that you came here for, MERSH's big butt shot. All next episode, we're going to talk about the photo seen around the world, the bohunkus butt of Buffalo Hump MERSH. It's happening. It's pod awful. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I've been H2BH. Henchmen, thank you for helping me out. Thank you for DDoSing MERSH, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
DDoS.
Of course, and a DDoS to you. Everybody. The official outro greeting of Pod Awful. And a DDoS to you, good sir. And a DDoS to you, ma'am. A DDoS to you, gentle sir. Yes. And have an awful day. Goodbye. MERSH Week. MERSH Week.
They're cyberbullying me to death.
DDoS.
Phase 4.